like the fog show. Like the fog show. Alright, first like that I was punished. I'm liking.
This might be the biggest loser on the internet, and it all starts with King.
I'm not a hero. I'm the Punisher.
What is this, checkers? There's no way of playing checkers. Was that group behind? No, that was Rocket behind me, bro.
I'll meet my family, but not today.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh nah.
Nice little boost.
This is real firepower!
Heads up, hostiles.
Hold on, I'm stupid. But I'm on. My whole team is there.
Patched up. So weak.
There's still a chance to stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
Patched up.
Oh, get out my food.
Justice. You're insane. Judge, jury, executioner.
Where's Guru at? Oh, this group runs so fast.
Never miss. Battlefield ready again.
Wee. Oh wait, yeah. Oh.
Heavy weapons. I'm rough.
Yeah, this character is pretty easy. What's Guru doing up here? Bro. Low key, the shotgun is tough. I feel like I'm playing PUBG. Nice.
That'll be ready again. Heavy weapons.
Wait. Why did I alt, bro? Why did I alt?
For another tour.
Okay.
When everybody can respawn, it makes my healing factor feel
Better stop that vehicle.
Deadpool skin.
Time for a hug. They faded halfway. Stop them.
can't argue with those results.
Oh, wrong gun.
Never miss.
No.
Need some ranged firepower.
You belong to me.
No heals. I'll stop the car then.
My healing factor can't keep up. How about an assist?
Oh yeah. I don't know why I cheat proof. Damage? 8,000 damage? I thought I'm gonna get 10k.
I re-upped.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Yeah, with this character... Yeah, this is the last game with this character.
Taking it all.
Look over there.
Prey is in the open. I'm hit.
Battlefield ready again.
Danger at your rear.
Nice little boost.
Only 60 seconds left.
Heavy weapons.
You better teleport. Nah, I'm killing this awesome. Run.
Judge, jury, executioner.
This is real firepower.
No! Yo.
Now I'm getting mad.
I'm getting mad.
Stop the vehicle here. By the eye of Agamotto.
She doesn't know I got the pump on me. Yo, she's not dying. She was invincible. That character was super easy. I ain't gonna lie. What was that? Oh, my dog. What other character should I play now? I did all the tank and DPS. Right. Hold on, let me get this event. Is this so well? This so well? Who's this? I don't know. Where's my phone? Okay, chill out. Yo.
Oh, you know it. So, baby, let's go. You know that you got it, girl. Don't you come on, let's go. Flashing lights in my face, camera lights. Oh, you know it. So, baby, let's go. You know that you got it, girl. Don't you come on, let's go. Flashing lights in my face, camera lights. Oh, you know it. What happened?
I got so many enemies. I want your soul. The legions of hell. You can take my soul. So you can really hit this combo.
Resistance is futile. Hell's blades are sharp indeed. Hell unleashed! I bring hell down the
That should be easy. Oh yeah. I just changed the settings a little bit. Hold on, hold on, hold on. It's crazy. This can't be a better pass. Of course. Oh, hold on. Oh, you. Wait, I have this? I'm about to have my dog outside. Let me back. Oh.
Why did Disney refuse to let people call Spider Noir Peter Parker? So as we all know, we are getting a Spider-Man Noir TV show over at Prime Video, and Nicolas Cage is returning to play the Spider-Man Noir character. However, this new iteration of the character is not Peter Parker, it's Ben Reilly. This is surprising because Spider-Man Noir was originally Peter Parker in an alternate universe set during the Great Depression.
My name is Peter Parker. In my universe, it's 1933, and I'm a private eye.
This pretty much confirms that this is not the same Spider-Man Noir character we see in the Spider-Verse movies. Because that one is Peter Parker, this one is Ben Reilly. If you guys don't know who Ben Reilly is, he comes from a very controversial saga called the Clone Saga. Peter Parker got cloned, and both Peter and the clone don't know who the real Peter Parker is. And once they figure it out, the clone changes his name to Ben Reilly, and he becomes Scarlet Spider. While we don't know why Spider Noir's name was changed to Ben Reilly, I think it might be due to legal reasons. There's a lot of weird things in the contract with Marvel and Sony regarding Spider-Man.
Yeah, the little Spider-Man so much. I love Wanted, man. Oh, all this too, man.
30 seconds to fix. Get ready.
Da, 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 da.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Oh! Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Mission area!
I want your soul. I am very hard. I hate punks. The arc is broken. The edge is gone. Danger at your rear.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I always return.
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
Yeah, it feels like I'm throwing by something.
Why would I need healing? No escape from hell. Solo shiver.
Oh no, I gotta put this thing on the ground.
Destroy it. All symbolize life.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
I can take it.
Let's play again.
Season 0. I even took a break for 2 seasons, I came back, and I was still able to keep playing her in Eternity. This is how you carry game after game, no matter how many times you change her, or the game around her, no matter how long you've been out of the game. Let's get straight into it. Alright, first and foremost, I believe Hela becomes much easier when you learn how to position correctly, so that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to cover. I tend to play in a position that's near my team, but also near a flank at the same time, rather than always sitting in my own backline. This can change if I feel like the enemy team is pressuring me a lot of the time, or if they have flankers that can surprise me in 1v1s. But being near a flank means that as the fight plays out, I have the option to quickly change position to hit the game-winning shots I need to hit. If you're the kind of person to always play in your own backline, you are going to struggle to find openings that are wide enough for you to actually secure a kill, especially as you get up to the higher ranks. That doesn't mean that they're never going to show up, but they're going to become few and far in between. So, in general, think of where a nice off angle would be and play close enough that you can set up on it in only a couple seconds without using your bird to do so. I say without using your bird because your bird is going to be important for you to escape the off angle and can help you beat me. Or sometimes you can even use it to chase further into the enemy backline as the supports try to escape you. So if they're wanting speed, you can sort of burn above them and get that final blow. And positioning can change a little bit when you're defending on payload maps, especially, such as the Wakanda one. On defense, I love to wait around the corner and watch, using the third-person camera to my advantage. And then when somebody swings out in the open like an enemy support, I'll go ahead and I'll peek them and try to kill them, because it's going to be harder for them to get away from me when they're in the open. The last thing that I want to mention on positioning in particular will come into play when both teams start to use their support ults. Now, unless you've been pressured out of the angle already, or you know that people are looking at you, you can use the trading of support ults to set up a surprise flank. It's pretty much the best time to rotate into a really dominant position, because for the most part, you're not going to accomplish anything just spamming damage at targets that are standing in a little hole, because they're just going to get with full instantly anyway. So, while both teams are sort of chaotically flashing inside of their support ults, you can simply walk to a high ground or to a flank and set yourself up, because as soon as the supports are done with their ultimate, they're going to start to backpedal, and they're not going to be thinking about being flanked, they're going to be looking at their teammates as they're leaving. So it usually means you have to catch them off guard and get a pick right after they're done with their ultimate, which will set your team up to win the post-fight. Okay, so with a basic understanding of positioning, let's talk about when we should be using Hela, or we should not be using Hela. First though, make sure you like and subscribe, because I play Hela all the time, so there's going to be plenty more videos on her to watch. I think that the absolute worst time to be using Hela is against a super dive-heavy enemy team. Hela is a very strong duelist, however, she does not have a lot of survivability against a coordinated dive. If the enemy team is running something like Cap, Thor, Panther, and they're just committing on you over and over and over again, you may be able to survive. That's really all you're doing. The dive will put the enemies right in your face, which is going to make your shots harder to hit, since Hela will tend to be fighting in that sort of mid-range environment. And then by the time you burn away, you're either going to be very easy for them to chase and kill, because you don't burn very far for dive characters, or you're going to be so weak and in such a poor position that you can't really contribute to the fight as much as you would like. In these cases, it's usually better to just play a character that has more mobility, more survivability, and that's overall just a less effective dive target. So with that in mind, when are the best times to be playing Hela? Well, the best times to be playing Hela are when the enemy team is sort of oriented around playing for angles, or they're playing characters that you can consistently take 1v1s with. I think Hela is one of the best ranked characters simply because if there's not a cohesive unit on the other team, you know, if there's a lone Psylocke flanking, or just a lone Iron Man in the sky that doesn't have, you know, Ultron and Storm with him, whatever else, you can be a really punishing force for those kinds of lone wolf players. Because it's just a 1v1, and because you have such high damage output, you can usually get the kill on oriented and can't shut you off of angles super easily. As an example, let's say the enemy team is running Score Girl and Punisher. I know that I can kill their DPSs on Hela much quicker than they are able to kill me. So this means I can take much more aggressive angles, I can get picks, and I can play around that knowledge much more effectively.
Need water.
Alright, so now that that has hopefully shed some light on when Hela is best, let me cover how to get more value out of her abilities. Hela's secondary fire will throw out blades that deal impact damage, and then they explode shortly after for more damage. And I pretty much use these in one of two ways. Number one, which is probably the way I use them the most, is to deal better sustained damage against high HP enemies such as tanks, or like Rocket's ultimate, things like that. However, they do have a viable second usage, which is to combine them with your stun, especially when an enemy is hiding on a corner. I can simply throw my blades to the floor, I can wait a second, and then throw my stun on top of the blades to drag an enemy over them as they explode. And then I can also try to hit an enemy with a shot or a headshot while they're pulled out from around that corner, and that will give me a kill a lot of times on someone who was not expecting it. You pretty much never want to use this ability in a 1v1, especially against somebody who's not using a corner. Against the squishier targets like Psylocke or another Hela, for example, it'll actually reduce your short-term damage output and it traps you into an animation for a bit. So it's usually better to just go for your primary fires in that duel, because if you can hit your shots, you're going to get the kill much quicker. As for Hela's bird, it's very useful as both a chasing tool and an escaping tool, and you should always be super reserved when using it. It really has a lot of different situations that it can be good in, but here are the three most common in my experience. Number one is for escaping dives or heavy amounts of damage coming from stuff like ults, you know, whether it's Strange ult, or it's a Phoenix ult, or it's just a team diving you, that kind of stuff. It's really good for just escaping that.
Oh, and then we click that.
Number two is for surprising enemies who are on high ground by birding up to them and then using your stun combo to catch them off guard and get them killed. And then number three, which is to chase a weak enemy around the corner when it's worth the risk. You know, such as, let's say you've got an enemy support down to 1 HP and they have their ult ready, and you know they have their ult ready. You can bird around that corner to get them
pretty difficult.
To trade on this. This is Kalshi, a regulated exchange where you trade on real-world events. Each question has two sides, yes or no. If you think the Fed will cut rates, you buy yes for 42 cents. If it happens, that contract settles at $1. You just made 58 cents per share. You can trade inflation data, elections, crypto prices, even snowfall. So yeah, you can literally trade the weather.
Bro, it's out there so long.
Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I see with Hela Bird is, especially when people have ult, they'll use their bird to fly in, and then they'll ult afterwards in the middle of the enemy team. On one hand, this does set you up in a generally pretty good ult spot, but here's the issue. When you land, you're going to be super vulnerable, especially if they focus you. Because you just birded, and because you're now deep in the enemy backline, you're going to be stuck. You don't have great movement, you don't have great survivability. support deep in the enemy backline, I'll actually sometimes bird straight up into the air and then float down while I'm trying to get that final blow on them. Finally, we have her ultimate, and you want to be mindful of the enemy team's damage and their shielding. I personally find it to be a good trade if I can force an enemy support to use their ult for mine at the beginning of a fight, because it then will give us an advantage when it comes to our support ult timing. And what I mean by that is, let's say both teams have Luna Snow and Cloak and Dagger for their support ults. If I force the enemy Luna Snow to use her ultimate, and then mine uses hers 3 seconds later, we have 3 seconds extra of support ult timing. That means that by the time the enemy Luna's ult is up, we're still pushing. Now the enemy Cloak has to use her ultimate, because we're pushing with an ult,
Wait,
so
hold
we have
on.
a massive advantage for 3 seconds. But now our Cloak has ultimate, so no matter what, we're always going to be 3 seconds ahead if I can force that support ult early enough.
I'm stupid.
However, if you brainlessly use your ult at the start without thinking of something, like an enemy strange flying up to you and shielding, you're just going to hit your ult block and there's not much that you can actually do about it. So think about the ways that enemies can counter your ultimate, Angela, strange flying up to you, Magneto, that kind of stuff, and focus on pressuring those targets first, or at least waiting until they use their cooldowns. For Strange, he has to use his fly to get up to you, so if you see him use that at some point, you can ult safely. You don't always have to break his shield entirely. The other thing to keep in mind is damage focus from the enemy team. If you're not trading for support ult and you're wanting to win a fight with your ultimate, you need to use it while the enemy team is occupied. Use it as your team is starting to crash into them, so they have their attention split and have to decide between shooting the tanks that are running them down or shooting you out of the air. My last ult tip, which is actually something that comes up a lot, especially when I'm climbing at the start of season or just playing against lower ranks, is against Penny Parker. It's really simple. Penny loves to place her mines down on the floor under you so that you die as soon as you land from your ultimate. So before your timer is up, just make sure against Penny Parker, you throw a crow down under your feet just to clear any mines or hazards. You would actually be surprised how often this comes up against Penny, especially ones that are sort of approaching that point where they've seen a few videos or just have learned over time. Alright, a couple of quick tips on how to hit more shots. These are going to be very short because overall game training is what you really need to get better. Time put in and just a concerted effort to get better. But a couple of quick little hacks you can use are, one, when you're dealing with a target who is strafing side to side very quickly, instead of trying to hit them at the edge of their strafe, center your crosshair in the middle of their movement, and when they're going back and forth, you'll just kind of walk into it. The last tip I want to give, and this especially is true for new players, but is important for everybody to always refresh themselves on, is having good crosshair placement. As you turn corners and you're switching out the joke, you want to have your crosshair set as close to where you think the enemies will be as possible. A lot of players are going to use their eyes to look around their screen instead of using their crosshair to look around as they walk out. What I mean by that is, you should always have your eyes kind of centered on your crosshair, and if you want to look to your left, don't just look with your eyes. Look with your crosshair, move to the left, face your character that way. Doing this will make your first shots, which are your most important ones, much lighter to actually hit. So set your crosshair on corners and you switch around them and be ready to fight as soon as you're in an overview of the other team. That's all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.
Wow.
Picked off the sniper.
Paula has been broken since the beginning of the game, and everyone's been wanting her nerfed. So, before she becomes unplayable, why not get her to Lord? With her heavy damage output and precision-like playstyle, she's the carry that I want to master. I'm going to try to accomplish this in under 20 hours in Quickplay and competitive only. And to give you guys a realistic idea of how long this is going to take, I'll be timing myself to include queue times, loading screens, and stat checks to compare how long it would take in-game and realistically.
Bro, what the hell? Level 21.
Wow, that's insane. First game on and I just sniped a Hella from a Lord Hella. That's hilarious. So to start us off, I need to let you guys know that I've already added 2.5 hours to the timer. Not because I've been recording, but because Hella was the only duelist I ever played at the beginning of the game besides Psylocke. I always knew I wanted to make a video with with her, but I could never find the right thing to do. But since you guys like my Black Widow Lord speedrun so much, I thought this was the perfect challenge with Hella. The challenges I have to do in this video are hero usage time, dealing damage, landing final hits, and stunning enemies with my E ability. Overall, super straightforward. As long as I can aim properly, this speedrun should hopefully be a breeze.
Probably Hella, by the way, guys.
Hella being hit scan made her one of the more simple heroes to learn when I started. Pretty much just point and click, making her very aim reliant and helpful for me to start with since I came from Valor. I really appreciate everyone always in the comments talking about how my aim is good, even though I always feel like it could be better.
No, your aim is ass. I won't. Why you making me annoyed? I hate girls' boys. I like boys. The boys, man. The boys.
Toothpaste bites that red for 12 hours.
Now that's fresh.
Epic freshness, guaranteed.
What was that?
Today we are going to spectate the #1 Hella player that is currently on the ladder. This person is Bedtime Story. If you remember Bedtime Story also is an Overwatch player. In this game, they went 30 kills, 5 deaths, with a 58% accuracy on Hella. So chat, this is a very good game as well. As you can see, there are very good players on the other team. You have an LG Pro player, Alfie. You have Nectar on his team. It's going to
Oh wait, I'll smell my water.
Wait a minute! He knows that the Loki's right. It's a once. That's a Loki. The cloak has, why does he cloak? The Loki has full health. And he actually kills him invisible. That's why.
Damage sustained. Need assistance.
Dude, he's just fucking up the whole back line. By himself. And what's crazy to me is that they still managed to get 2 ticks and still continue this fight when this guy still killed everyone. What is this team doing? This team actually lost that fight.
I always return.
How did your team manage to lose that fight when you did all that?
But it's so good to replay and watch full time.
Okay, this guy's out of position. You should be able to kill that guy. Nice.
Body is fragile.
This guy is very consistent on his shot. Very, very consistent. He has a 54% accuracy rate. This is what it looks like when I play chat.
Yeah, you're funny.
He stayed this stay a little too long. He tried to get that. No. What? I look like the 9% accuracy. What are you on chat? Are you on drugs?
I got an 18.
Yo, Cannon, reach out to 5 months, my friend. Happy birthday to your dad and your dad and my mom. Thanks for being Wednesday. Happy birthday to your mom as well. Chat, I have a 50% accuracy on Ella. How are you guys hating? My dad is turning 63. He has more hair than me. That's not like don't hate me. Man, I'm a good rapper. Oh, he has 18 health and no one's taking him down, and he managed to kill 3 of that. 18 HP, and no one shot the hole, and he managed to kill 3 of it. This is why, chat.
Bro, what? Oh my back. Oh my knees.
Immortality has its privileges.
Chat, I don't know what rank you are in, but when you hear Hella Wolf, your team should put a shield in front of it, and you guys should burn the hell. And if you guys don't do that, and you'll just sit there, you're all just dying, that's kind of unfortunate. I do not have a 35 one. Megumi, no. Stop it.
Oh.
Yo,
how much damage is
you're
that?
taking away both supports out of the fight, chat. They can't use their team. If you take a hit, you have a health bar right next to you. And now both supports are being staggered right now. God, that's actually fucking disgusting.
alone.
Playing the portal, dodge the Magneto ult, which is really smart, but then took the Magneto to the face. In that one half of the game, though, he went 21-4 with 18 final hits, a 59% accuracy on Ella. And, represent LG over here, but LG is 20-4 final hits, but 15,000 damage. He has the most damage on Steam. Damn. See, in the games this season that I put on my tier list, I said Storm is really powerful, Iron Man is really powerful, it's a flyer meta chat, and the flyers are getting banned. So, and Ultron is banned. I hate when people are not taking my tier list seriously. My tier list are 100% spot on. Alex, make sure you put my tier list in the big thing in the middle of the screen, bro. Chat, go follow my Twitter, go follow my Instagram, go join my Discord, because we do community events in my Discord, but we're also doing tomorrow. And if you get a hacker on your game, put it in my Discord. And if you are a bronze player and you want coaching for Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, put it in my Discord like that.
No, hold on. I'm gonna...
Also, if you want Boba pictures, follow my Twitter, in my Instagram. Alex, purple photo of Boba. Thank you.
Oh,
look at that. Oh my god! The flank for how many?
Mario! Mario!
3?
Luigi!
4? 5? Oh my god! Oh. Alex, I'm gonna be honest with you, the one time I'm actually gonna glaze you, you gave me an actual good game to spectate. You didn't give me an ass game. Oh, the chat, I wanna see that one more time. That looks so clean, bro.
But I hurt my ankle, bro. Let's just get honest.
Investing in yourself starts with making small changes. I already love my Dare Breath, so adding their healthy gums toothpaste just made sense. I'm partnered with Dare Breath because when having braces, it's important to find a toothpaste.
This guy thinks he is Mark Spector, but do you think Khonshu's going to improve of this guy's gameplay? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and if you guys want to watch this live, come check me out on twitch.tv/J3, and make sure to subscribe because 67% of you guys are not subscribed. This person is doing his Diamond 2 placement matches. He is a DPS player who is playing Moon Knight. This is the replay code that he submitted. It was an ego VOD chat, so we got a different video that he has played in, just as a heads up. But the description says, worst match of my life. Voice chat was literally shouting contest from the ban phase. Match between me and healers. I don't know why TF was I not getting heals next to them. I don't know why did I even queue in the first place. 22 hours awake at that time. I don't know why I didn't just mute them. Some MF pre-selected Elsa. Okay, Kat, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When you do a summary for me to read, I need you guys to please. I know a lot of people out there as well, probably English is not their first language and whatnot, but chat, this is not helping me. I need you guys to write proper sentences. And like, bro, this is hurting. I didn't just mute them. Some MF pre-selected Elsa and didn't play her for 90% of the match. The only reason I didn't hard throw with Jeff, but I didn't want to ruin my friend's game. Why and how the TF did we win? I don't know. I don't ever want to see this map for teammates ever. So, to be honest with you, you, it seems like this person is very angry at his teammates. It looks like this person is claiming he's in Elo hell when he literally just admitted, why should I even be here? I should just be throwing this game on Jeff, but my friend's here, so I'm not going to do it. So it seems like this person is doing the very classic, hey, it's everyone else's fault but mine. I don't know what you guys think. That's what I'm catching from this, chat. The one thing I'm catching from this is a load of excuses and blaming his teammates. He's on the team. He went 13 and 10. He has the most deaths. He does have 6 final hits. He does have 20,000 damage, and he has a 34% accuracy. Okay, let's do a little crosshair check. I can understand why this guy's in Elo hell, or claims to be in Elo hell. No. I did not sign up to see a nipple on my fucking monitor. This guy has a full-on nipple on my goddamn monitor. The areola crosshair, chat. Nah, ain't no way, bro. I guess, hey, someone in chat said this was the crosshair of the moon, and that makes a lot of sense, bro. It's a full moon, I guess. Dude, you can't even... When you look at someone... You're gonna, like, your crosshairs, you're gonna cover the person with your crosshair. You're not even gonna see what you're shooting at. This is a little ridiculous, chat. Okay, anyways. Okay, so far, I think my first problem with this guy is that, he's playing very far forward. Like, as a DPS player, you don't want to be in front of your tank, because then you would be taking the damage. Does this make any sense? You want to be behind your tank so they take the damage while you deal damage. Frontlining as a DPS character, chat, already not good. I do like how he's waiting for his team. He is very happy with his team, that's good. I like that. But notice how he's running ahead of his team. Good kill.
Whoa, how the hell did that push me?
Good escape.
I didn't know that.
Hey, good escape, good kill. That was good.
Who is more immortal than I?
My only problem as well when you're playing Moon Knight, chat, there's nothing wrong with playing Moon Knight, but you have to look at this. Look at the other teams, what they're running. Do you think Moon Knight is going to get a lot of value against what the other team is running? In my opinion, the other team looks like one person's flying. They have another person who's going to be able to fly on Star-Lord. They have, Magic going to be flanking. Not a lot of people are going to be grouped up, and that's where Moon Knight is going to shine. Moon Knight is going to shine when the team is playing a brawl, everyone's together, so when you shoot someone, it's going to hit everyone, you know what I'm saying? So right now, I don't think his ult is going to get a lot of value. I'm just guessing, and I just don't think he's going to get a lot of value in general. Playing Moon Knight. And I think, as a good player, you should be able to be like, okay, you know what, my character's not going to do well against their comp. Maybe I should switch characters, pick a better character than what the enemy team is playing, and so I can get more value. You know what I'm saying?
All the stops. Amazing starts at CSL Plasma. Donate plasma today and receive up to $750 your first month. You can help create medicines that save lives while making a difference in your own. CSL Plasma. Do the amazing.
Damn, that one hit him.
Let's see what he does with the soldier.
I am returned.
Look where his team is. His team is all playing together. Brother, you're Moon Knight. You're not a goddamn fucking tank, bro. Look at him. like, tanks, why aren't you doing this? Supports, why aren't you healing me? Do this, do that. You guys are all bad. I'm the best player. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna push everyone.
Just heard a guy scream legendary on the top of his lungs. You can literally see why would you? What's his stats right now? He's currently 3 kills, 3 deaths, 1 final hit. He does have 6,000 damage, and he does have a 42% accuracy. You know, go hard into the other team's team comp, and that's not bad. You can do Punisher, you can do Bucky, Namor would actually go crazy as well if your other new player would go hella Namor. Bro, there's so many great things that you could run against that other team, but they're just not doing it. I just don't think he's gonna get a lot of value out of, you know, the full value of Moon Knight. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, so now the other team is running an Angela, a VP, and a Magic. You know what would be disgusting against that? Namor or Bucky. Counter dive. If they're gonna run all that dive, chat, just run something that counter dives them. If they dive you, put your squids down, your squids will do damage to them. Or hook them.
Nice.
Okay, I mean, that's not too bad of an ult. He traded his life for a support. I think that's good. I don't even think that's this guy's fault. He traded his life. He traded his life to get a kill on this person. That means they have a solo heal White Fox. They should be able to win this, especially with a Cloak and Dagger ult going off.
how we
use
go.
a supportal and you see the trail, go forward, go kill people because you have a supportal and you shouldn't be able to die. And that doesn't make any sense. That's not the whole team. That's not all just our Elo Hell player. And look at this. They don't do anything. They don't kill anything with that supportal. The other team is able to just stand there and just wait for it to just finish. Okay, our Elo Hell player, let's see what he does. They use Invisal. That's fine. Right there. These two people do not have heals. Again, their one person over there is healing. Okay. Kill the. That's a good kill. See, this is what I don't. This is what doesn't make any sense to me, chat. This is what doesn't make any sense to me.
Some legend of God, if you come and dust to go.
Only supposed to be with our community that Shotgun Punisher was broken and now cheaters are using Shotgun Only Punisher. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, if this guy is cheating or if this guy's not cheating. And if you guys get a cheater in your game, please put it in my Discord. Also, just join my Discord. We're 70,000 people strong. And come watch this live on twitch.tv/J3. So, I don't know if you guys remember this, but someone did hit rank 1 on Shotgun Only Punisher. That made me use Shotgun Only Punisher in Quickplay. Well, apparently someone was so influenced by these shotgun plays. Well, I'll just read it to you guys anyways. We have a Shotgun Only Punisher cheater. Apparently. Vape My Pump is the cheater's name. We were playing with a friend and his wife. People are married and they still play Rivals? Wow, that's crazy. That's a wait. Okay, wait a minute. We just started a cheater VOD, and I thought this cheater VOD was gonna be the first one of what I'm talking about, the IRL cheater videos that we were still trying to look for.
Yeah,
no one has submitted one of those yet. I thought that's where we were going. We were playing with a friend and his wife, but ended up on a match where our DPS was just melting people with the shotgun. He probably had walls. I'm not talking about his passive. And aim assist. He was always hiding on corners and then attacking the enemy team from behind. That's what you should do all the time. Was weird because Punisher Shotgun Only. I've never seen a Punisher like that with Shotgun Only. This guy probably, I was about to say he probably doesn't watch our YouTube videos, and then he says, besides the video that he posted, you know what? This guy watches my videos, chat. I love him.
Oh, yeah.
But, well, here's one, but a hacker one. Also, I'll drop another code from the same guy from a match that I found in his history where he ended up with 60 kills in 41 finals. So, Epic Ace, I appreciate you for giving us this code. This is gonna be a good one, chat. Shotgun Only Punisher cheater who wins 60 eliminations, 14 deaths, 41 final hits, 9,000 damage, and yes, that says 83% accuracy. Oh, what's up, Epic Ace? Hey, Epic Ace is here! W. And you watch the stream? Not only watch the stream, but the YouTube videos? Appreciate you, Epic Ace. Okay, let's see this chat. Shotgun Only Punisher. So far, his grapple is absolutely horrible.
I mean, yeah, but... Okay.
Spot, but I think the Black Panther did move, and you heard the footsteps. So I will say that I don't think that's walled. But hear the footsteps, Jack.
What the lord?
He was moving. That's his fault.
Yeah, I feel nothing else. The game crashed.